Let's talk about the 10 signs of a dying liver, and I'm talking about end-stage liver disease. Now, the liver is very, very rugged. It can regenerate, but there's a point of limitation where you get to the stage where it's almost impossible to reverse. However, if I had end-stage liver disease, I would do everything I could to try to reverse it. Now, before I go into the end-stage signs, let's talk about the first two symptoms that usually occur when you start having liver problems. Number one, it's malaise, which is a difficult symptom to describe because it's the absence of wellness. You just don't feel quite right. And then you have fatigue. Okay, so those are the two first symptoms. But as things progress over the years, you can get these indicators. Okay, number one, confusion or disoriented. Okay, that occurs because you have ammonia that is building up in the body and it's going up into the brain. This is because the liver is responsible for detoxifying ammonia and getting rid of it. Number two, ascites. Ascites is an advanced liver disease where you have a protein, albumin, that is backing up in the blood, and you're getting this fluid leakage into a sac around your belly. So it looks like you're pregnant. I mean, the best description is the guy on the beach with the Speedo with the pot belly. That's ascites. You can't see any fat on the person except in their belly because it's not really fat. It's a fluid-filled sac right in the stomach. And many people go to the hospital and they get it drained. And then a week later, it comes right back because they didn't fix the liver. So ascites is a sign of advanced liver disease. Number three, severe itching. Okay, it's called pruritus. This usually occurs because you have a problem with your bile salts. Okay, because the liver makes and controls the production of bile salts, so it kind of backs up into the system and even the skin, and it can affect the sensory nerves. Number four, you start turning yellow. The whites of the eyes turn yellow, the skin turns yellow. That's called jaundice. All right, number five, your appetite goes away. Personally, I think this is kind of a survival mechanism where you lose your appetite so you can start fasting. I mean, that's just a theory. I don't know if it's true, but when you fast, all sorts of healing occurs, including something called autophagy, which is the recycling of old damaged protein. And with advanced liver disease, you have a lot of fibrosis going on. So no appetite is a symptom. And number six, you feel weak, you feel fatigued. Number seven, you feel nauseated. Number eight, you're going to get bloating, especially every time you eat. Then we come to nine, edema in your ankles and your legs, especially on the left side, because that's where your liver is. You'll get it on both sides, but mainly on your left side. And lastly, you'll get a lot of bruising going on because the liver is intimately involved with vitamin K. And there's a lot of other symptoms with liver disease, but these are the top 10 signs of an advanced liver disease situation. Hey, before you leave, I just wanted to give you a little quick history on some of the books that I wrote. This was one of the first books. It's called Dr. Berg Body Shapes. It was my attempt at writing about body types. What was very interesting about this book is I actually did all the images myself. Don't ask me why. They look actually not quite as professional as some of the images that I have in the new book. But anyway, this is my first attempt right here called Dr. Berg's Body Shape Diets. And then I wrote a book more extensive called The 7 Principles of Fat Burning. I don't even have a copy anymore, actually, because it's outdated. The next book, I put about 1,000 hours into this one right here called The New Body Type Guide. Major updates on the body types. I put a lot of energy into this. It has professional images, graphics, all sorts of things. Now, the problem with this book is it doesn't really describe what this is really about. Body types are only a small portion of what's in this book. And that's why I changed the name to the Healthy Keto Plan, okay? If you happen to have this book, you don't really need this book because there's some only very, very minor updates. But if you don't have this, you need to get this one right here. This book goes into every single detail that you would ever want to know about. It goes into the 7 principles of fat burning. It goes into hormones, the body types, the basic keto plan. It goes into intermittent fasting. I talk about the 10 fat burning triggers and blockers and fat burning strategies with a lot of details in every single chapter. I go into body issues that interfere with losing weight. There's very few people that just have a weight problem. They have a lot of body issues, whether it's sleeping problems, stress problems, inflammation, menopause. I cover that extensively in this book. Then I talk about how to get rid of stress, and I show you a technique. Then I get into exercising. And then I have a lot of really good recipes in this book as well. So this is a good reference guide. On my website, if you get this book, you get this one free. It's called Healthy Keto Intermittent Fasting. This is the shortcut, quick guide to this book. And the reason I created this book is to have you, within 45 minutes, learn how to do keto, okay, in intermittent fasting, exactly what you need to do. Then you can fill in the blanks with this book right here. So right now I'm doing a special. If you get this book, you get this one totally free, or you can go to Amazon and get these individually. So I just want to clarify the difference between this book and this updated one right here. If you don't have this, you need to get this right here. That way you can get the exact correct information to do it healthily.